Greetings, my healers, this is Nikental, and welcome back to Pokémon Academy Life Forever. It's Thursday morning, so we're in Homeroom right now. And that's the end of the lecture. If you have any questions, feel free to drop into the research lab during my office hours. Yes, lad? I just wanted to let you know, Sam, I handled that crisis you caused. I beg your pardon? You know, when you told Charon to... Oh yes, you did seem to indicate that you thought that might be some sort of problem. Well, I'm glad you've satisfied your concerns on the matter. Right, and you won't tell anyone else about anything about me, right? Not sure I can restrain myself, lad. I'm quite proud of you, you know. A battle team member, a front runner of the student council election, an excellent student. Yet, you're never this proud of your grandson. That's sad if you ask me. How could I stop myself from talking about you? Talk more about your grandson! You know how bitter he is and you don't have a relationship with him. Thanks, Sam. I just mean don't tell anyone about, you know, our private stuff. Don't worry about that, lad. I'll be discreet. Whoa. Speaking of grandsons, your grandson is about to talk to your favorite student and favorite neighbor. So, you got into the battle team too? Were you listening to our conversation? Excuse me for not being able to ignore Gramps yelling, "Oh, Red's so great, I love Red," across the classroom. Yeah, I agree with Blueberry about as often as the clock strikes 13, but Professor Oak was being a bit loud. Hey, maybe that's where you got it from, Blueberry. That's a bit of a roast. Wait, Blueberry, did you say you got into the battle team too? Yeah, obviously. I bet that sucks for you, huh? You really thought you were going to be number 1. Oh, wow. You actually nagged your way into the team? It wasn't that. Janine was impressed by how hard I trained, not like Red here who just slipped and fell into success. I don't need to have this argument with a non-battle team member like you. You don't exist for me anymore. Oh. What's up, Leaf? What, do you have hiccups or something? Okay, I can't decide what to do. What do you mean? Like, would it be funnier to tell him I got into the battle team now, or just show up at Friday's meeting? You just said it now, Leaf. What? You too? Yep, sorry, Cupcake. Guess it's going to be pretty hard to battle someone who doesn't exist, right? Well, whatever. At least you actually earned your spot. I won all my matches. I repeat, whatever. Why do you think I didn't earn my spot, Blueberry? Drop that bullshit. The battle rules were blatantly set up for you. My bad. Drop that bullshit. The battle rules were blatantly set up to favor you. They helped Ethan too. Who? Whatever, I don't care. No one likes Ethan, that's pretty sad. Look, Red, I earned my spot in the battle team, in this school, and with our friends back home. Seriously? You're going to bring up high school now? Yeah, and you're just mad because you know I'm right. I'm done with you. Don't you have a nerd to give swirlies to? Or to give wedgies to? This isn't going to last forever. I'll be happy as hell when you finally crash and burn. I think he's actually gotten nicer. I don't think so. Leaf! Huh? You got into the battle team? That's amazing! Good for you. Seriously, I'm really happy for you. You're a great guy, you know that, Red? What? For saying good job? Yeah, obviously I'm referring to that, and only that. How come you didn't tell me Tuesday, though? Huh? I didn't find out until last night. Oh yeah, I guess maybe the invites went out in waves then. It probably took Janine a while to box up all the rewards. Oh, I'm sure she has battle team minions for that. What do you think the battle team meeting will be about? Going to go out on a limb here and say we're probably going to battle. Damn, the one thing I wasn't prepared for. Well shoot, guess Blueberry was right, and you're going to flunk out horribly. Shit. It really do be like that. On a serious note though, I hope they're going to tell us more about how the quarter clashes work, and I want to know what part Janine's playing in this. She's pretty badass, but I don't think she has any influence over how people in the QQs are matched up. She probably wants to avoid knocking out any of her own team, you know, but it's kinda unavoidable. Right. I've got a few questions I want to ask about her my bad. Right. I've got a few questions I want to ask about tournaments personally. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Good point. Oh god. It'd be so cool if we got to see how people from other regions battle. Wait, is there a difference? Are you serious? Yep, excuse my shelteredness. Yeah, there's tons of differences. People from Ore pretty much only do double battles. Univin trainers love their triple battles. And there's a new battle type from Paldea that's really catching uncalled squad battles that have entire teams of trainers facing each other. I heard the Academy is going to really push those this year. Didn't know that. Hey, it's alright. That's what we're here to learn, right? Right. It's kind of fun to think about what Janine might be about to teach us, isn't it? Totally! I bet she knows all kinds of battling tricks that we can't even begin to imagine. Like how our Venomoth had 5 moves. I didn't imagine that, right? You noticed too? Yeah, that was the weirdest thing. Okay, homeroom is over. And let's take a look at the traits. Both my dark and flying electives are up. Proficiencies are up to 11.25. And if your proficiency is up to 10 or higher, then if you attend these classes, then you won't get a point. You'll have to take a quiz and be tutored on a new move. You'll see what I mean. So let's go to flying. I'll show you. You chose flying. Go to flying class. Hey, Ethan. Red, good to see ya. Let's get this done. Instructor Winona is reading out of a textbook to a class that is clearly not engaged with the material when... And that's why the formation of the flying type's wing is... She just stopped. Instructor Winona? This isn't working, is it? What do you mean? Well, I'm doing what I should. As a teacher, I mean. I'm teaching you the material. I'm telling you the answers to the tests. But you're clearly all bored to tears. Well, I'm glad I didn't have to say it. So I think I'm going to change up the lesson plan a bit. I'm going to wing it. Yeah, so here's the thing. The original demo had quizzes in certain days, but in this remake, you get tutored. You get tutored on new moves if your proficiencies are 10 or above. Sorry, I'm bad with names. That's alright, it's Red. Right, Red. Why don't we have a one-on-one battle? That'll liven up the class, and I think you're about ready for your advancement exam anyway. Yeah, that's an advancement exam. This is what Professor Oak meant by quizzes. If you pass, I'll even teach you the special aerial technique Wing It. I haven't heard of that one. What does it do? It will sharply increase a random stat of yours while decreasing another. If you're in a comfortable position, it's a good, if risky way to solidify that. Wow. Yeah, I can see how that would be useful. Okay, I'm ready to go. Of course. This will be a standard one-on-one battle. Bring a flying type for your best odds of victory. Yeah, so I have one flying type and it's titanium. You're up, boy. No books, no rules, no plan. Let's fly! Okay, Red versus Winona. So we have a level 11 Paris. Bug and grass types are weak to flying type moves, so we're going to get his defense down first. Use Leer. Oh, Stun Spore, that sucks. But use Leer again. There we go. And now use Peck. Hang in. Hang on. Oh, come on. Titanium, you got this. Peck. See? Piece of cake. Titanium, I love you, boy. I won, so I get to be tutored on the new move. Good work. Yes, I'll advance you. I think I have a paper somewhere telling me how to do that. Nevertheless, good job. Did you see that, Blue? Did you do that? Titanium is awesome! So we're going to learn Wing It. And only Titanium can learn it, obviously. So I'm going to forget Leer. There we go. Titanium forgot Leer and learned Wing It. So Wing It sharply increases one of the stats and lowers others. That's what it does. The class passes swiftly as you are tutored within a new move. And you don't get any proficiency points. That sucks about that. But anyway, we're going to gym class. I'm going to put Boxer below Titanium. And that concludes the lecture, so battle time. How has everyone been feeling about the double battle unit so far? Pretty good, Alder. I don't get why we bother. All official battles are single battles. Aren't we just wasting time practicing double battles? Not at all. The skills are definitely transferable, and Kobukan's own quarter clashes have been in double, triple, and even inverse battle formats before. Inverse battles? Yep. A lot of Pokemon leagues restrict gym battles to 1 versus 1 affairs, but there are just as many out of the gym situations where knowing how to control multiple Pokemon at once can be useful. After all, when you're in the wild, Pokemon aren't likely to just line up one-on-one and fight you all nicely. Of course not, Pokemon are disorganized. Really? That's kinda what they do for me, though. Of course, because of your Phrenergy, Red. Oh, looks like you're going to be battling Misty today, Red. Hi, Misty, how's it going? Hi. Hey, ready to battle? Yeah, I guess. Let's get this over with. She doesn't sound so enthusiastic. Staryu, I choose... Psy! It's Psyduck! Oh my god, we're going to be battling Misty's Psyduck. Look at that, he's at level 16, wow. So the best strategy is to lower his accuracy if you have Sand Attack. Use Sand Attack and so do you. Both of you use Sand Attack. Accuracy -2. And now use Sand Attack again. Just keep calm and know that you'll be fine. Accuracy is down to -4 there. So now use Wing It. Sharply raises a random stat, lowering another. And use Feint Attack. Haha, missed Boxer because of the sand in his eyes. Okay, now use Peck. Water types are resistant to steel type moves. Now use Headbutt, that may cause flinching. See? Psyduck keeps missing because of Sand Attack. Now Peck again? And... yeah, Headbutt, that's a more powerful move. Oh, poor Titanium. Okay, how light this one's going to you? Please help. Oh, Psyduck flinch, that's good. Now use Quick Attack, and maybe one more Headbutt. There you go! Congratulations, you defeated Psyduck. Poor Titanium, though. Psyduck fainted, poor guy. Oh, congratulations, Howlites, you're at level 11. You leveled up, great. What do you think, Misty? Ugh, sorry about that. My Psyduck just doesn't listen to me at all. Good thing you were here to knock him out. And we gained 3 bond points with her. Misty, what's happening here? My Psyduck is kinda disobedient. He just never listens to me, and when I try to send out one of my Pokemon, he'll jump out instead. A reference to the anime. Looks to me like a classic case of acting out for attention. Huh? Your Psyduck's actually very strong, so clearly you've been training him well. The issue, I think, is that the trainer-Pokemon relationship has more to it than just training. Yeah, because in the anime, Misty's so mean to Psyduck. She gets easily frustrated with him. I remember in one episode where she shouted, "You stupid Pokemon!" That was pretty memorable to me. Anyway, what's that, sir? Oh, you already know, Red. I've seen how you interact with your Pokemon. Misty, you need to be more affectionate with your Psyduck. Right now, I'm willing to bet dollars to donuts that it feels underappreciated. My Staryu isn't like that though, and I trained in the same way. Non-binary pronouns for Staryu. Way to go, game. I mean, I don't mean that sarcastically, I don't. That's perfectly valid. Well, just like with people, some Pokemon are more emotionally resilient, but just because they're better at hiding how they feel doesn't mean their feelings can be ignored. Exactly. I see. The good news is, because your Psyduck is still acting out, that means it still cares about you. If it gave up, then we'd have a problem. So as long as you make sure to groom it, take it out for non-training purposes, and let it know how important it is to you, we should be fine. Right. I just don't know. That'll be all for today. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, Alder. You too. Got my sticky note on my microphone here. Yeah, you heard the paper just now. Hey, you know how much you matter to me, right, Titanium? Skarmory! Oh my god, I love him so much. Of course he matters. Cool, just checking. Now, let's go get some grub. I'll see if I can sneak you some under the table. Although, you're kinda massive. I'm not sure you'll fit under the table, come to think of it. Of course you won't. So, Professor Cherry's teaching the psychic type. I don't want that. I'm going to focus on ice. We're going to get proficiency points. You chose the angry table? Yes, go to the angry table. And since we battled Misty in gym class today, why don't we study with Misty? Huh? Me? Help you study? I mean, I guess. So we're going to study ice types with her. Misty loses her temper while teaching a few concepts, but manages to calm herself down before to be a helpful study partner, culminating in a Let me start over. Misty loses her temper while teaching a few concepts, but manages to calm herself down enough to be a helpful study partner, culminating in a sheepish... Thanks, I guess. Your ice proficiency increases 6.5. Your ice type Pokemon can now reach level 6. Great. And now we're going to Dark class. We have a move tutor as well. You chose Dark? Yes, go to Dark class. Hey, Ethan! Red, good to see ya. Let's get this done. The class is studying hard as Karen walks around the classroom, looking over people's shoulders. Red, right? Oh, yeah. You're doing well. I think you're ready to advance in this class. Wow, thanks, ma'am. I do have one reservation, though. What's that, ma'am? You need to learn how to be even a tiny bit more covert. Covert? It's clear from your face exactly what you're going to do at every single turn of the battle. A Pokemon battle where your opponent can tell exactly what you're thinking is not one you'll win. Oh, well, I'm not sure that I can do anything about that. I kinda wear my heart on my sleeve. But Game Red doesn't really do that. He's very discreet. A heart's a pretty vulnerable thing to not keep enshrouded in your body. Figure it out. Otherwise, your Pokemon losing their battles will be your fault. That's the harsh truth, but it's tough love. No, I know that. When you learn to hide your intentions for your Pokemon's sake, I'll teach them a new technique. Enshroud. Enshroud, that's a good move. I don't think I've heard that one. My Pokemon developed it with my guidance. It'll protect your Pokemon from harm for one turn, and raise their evasiveness one stage if the foe uses a long-range move. Whoa, that sounds useful for stall strategies. There's something to be said for not charging out into battle blindly. A little time in the shadows does wonders for your odds. Enough talk. Class, gather around. Red is going to take his advancement exam. Yep, we have another one. Best wishes. I'm sure you'll prevail. Thank you, Serena. Don't mess up. I'll try not to, Silver. And Sharon. He does not look happy about this. Some words of encouragement. I will be using one Pokemon. Choose one Pokemon from your party and pin all your hopes to them. Don't disappoint your Pokemon. That's all I ask. As long as you avoid that, I'll be happy. Dark types will have the advantage here. Okay, it's best to save here, in case you lose. Okay, I saved, so I'm going to pick Howlite. Let's begin, and remember, don't make it so obvious what your next move will be. Alright, Red versus Karen. So she has a level 11 female Execute. I'm going to start with Leer. Uh-oh, that's bad. But Howlite's pressure activated, so... Howlite is already asleep. Every time you use up a move Execute, your power points go down. At least Howlite woke up. That was fast. Now use Pursuit. Wow! Did you see that? That was awesome! Way to go, Howlite. What do you think about that, Karen? Your Pokemon was absolutely fantastic. And me? Room for improvement. Jeez. We're going to learn Enshroud? Howlite can learn it. He's one of the Pokemon, but I chose Howlite. Howlite wants to learn Enshroud, but he already knows 4 moves. So, Enshroud protects ups evasion if the foe doesn't contact, fails if consecutive. We're going to forget Leer. Howlite forgot Leer and learned Enshroud. The class passes swiftly as you are tutored in a new move. And no proficiency points, that sucks. So we're back in homeroom. Oh yeah, we have a quiz. And with that, you should all be ready to handle today's lesson. We're doing things a bit differently for this one. In this test, you'll have multiple opponents. Your victory condition is the same as it always is. Simply knock your foes out before you're knocked out. Don't forget to look over the battlefield very carefully before committing to any moves. A real battle doesn't give you the luxury of sitting back and planning out your moves, but these tests do, so take advantage of it. Funny, I always feel like I have enough time to think through my moves in my battles. Finally, there's one piece of information that's very vital. It is not possible for you to faint on your first turn, as long as you remember that you should easily be able to handle this challenge. Remember, this is graded. As soon as Professor Oak says that, save, and you'll be all set. I saved, so let's get on with the quiz! Here we go, Red's ready, he's smiling. Okay, so Rhydon has 10 out of 140 HP, it's hailing. And you want to take out these 3 Pokémon. So Cryogonal is asleep, and Swinub is burned. His health will go down if he takes no damage. So Earthquake takes down as many Pokemon as possible, but Cryogonal has the Levitate ability, so you'll have to use Smackdown on Cryogonal and let the Hail handle the rest. Swinub became enduring. Hold on, you'll see what's happening. Cryogonal's down. And Swinub is hurt by his burn. And what about Meditite? Oh, Rhydon took some damage, only 1 HP left. And Meditite has been hurt by the hail. Meditite fainted, so you passed the quiz, there you go! Jeez, that was a bit of a difficulty spike, wasn't it? At a glance, it looks like everyone did quite well. I'm glad you were all able to handle more advanced concepts such as weather and ability immunity. Remember, weather conditions often have many effects that aren't explicit. Blizzard will never miss in hail or snow. Rock types get a special defense boost in sandstorms. There are many abilities that trigger under the effect of sun or rain as well. Keep these in mind. Yeah, weather's pretty important. That's it for today, class. You're all dismissed. Alright, it's Thursday, so it's a good idea to seek out Silver's gang. Go to the city. See, seek out Silver's gang. It's been a few days passed by since last time. Okay, I'm going to save now, again. I might as well put Lightning over here, in case this is a double or triple battle. A gamble battle? Finally! No more instant ramen from me! Aha, double battle, I knew it. Okay. We want Lightning to level up, so that's why I put him in this double battle. Okay, so use Sand Attack and Thunder Shock on Stunky. Oh, Kenai, that sucks. Uh-oh. Lightning has been poisoned. Take him out quick. Use Metal Claw and Thunder Shock. Actually use Quick Attack on Sandile. Hold on, let's see what I'll have. Oh! That's close. Stop using Fury Swipes. I'm gonna have to switch out eventually. Use Metal Claw on Sandile and Thunder Shock on Stunky. There we go. Let's see what'll happen. Yes! Level 11, great! Okay. Stop with the Fury Swipes, please. Stop it, that's 3. Okay, now use, Metal Claw on Rattata and Thunder Shock on Stunky. Oh, that's close. Oh god. Titanium cannot be poisoned, but Lightning is already poisoned. Hang in there, Lightning. Now use Peck on Stunky and Quick Attack on Rattata. I'm gonna have to switch. Oh, it missed Rattata. Damn it. Hang in there. 2 Rattatas. I need to switch Pokemon right now. So I'm going to switch to Howlite. Actually, no, Boxer, because she knows a fighting type move. There we go. Just 2 more Pokemon left. So use, Metal Claw, please help, and Rock Smash. That's a big help. There we go. Now these Roughnecks have only one Pokemon left. Oh, it's a Scraggy! Ah, interesting. Use Peck and Headbutt. Oh, look at that. Teamwork. Teamwork, I tell you. And I won the Gamble battle. Thank you, Roughnecks. You won 593 Pokédollars. Let's see. Let's take a look at my traits. Yep, they're both equal. Let's take a look at my Pokemon. I might as well level up Lightning up to level 12, since it says that Lightning can go above a certain proficiency point. So we're going to heal Party, and excuse me while I go train Lightning for a bit. Never mind, I lost about this much health, and Lightning has 32 experience points left to level up. So we got 4 consecutive battles, so we're going to head back to campus. Yes, you have won 4 consecutive battles, so your party will gain 40 experience each. There are no bonuses after 20 consecutive battles. Yes, I'm sure. Lightning gained 40 experience. He leveled up to 12. See, I told you he'd level up. Okay, the rest of my Pokemon gained the same amount of experience points, and we're going back to the dorm. Ah, Red, you're back. Good. Perhaps you could help us resolve this mild deliberation we're having. What's up? Oh yeah? What are you talking about? Well, Sharon has been surveying people across the school about the curfew issue. We've come to some different conclusions. Yeah, like, I didn't know that there were gangsters out there and all, but since there are, we gotta keep the curfew, right? It's the only way to keep us safe. And if anyone dares to hurt your girlfriend, you can just beat them up. Just look at your muscles, man. You're a coward. We go to school every day to learn how to battle better. If you aren't confident in your ability to defend yourself, just drop out now. Hey man, lay off. Didn't you say you didn't think you'd get onto the battle team? I did, but I know I've enough power to beat down some untrained derelicts from the city. I mean, you said the same thing about your opponents in the battle tryouts. You won 0.0 of your matches. The fact you got in at all is ridiculous. Well, what do you think, Caleb? Well, publicly, I support the repeal, of course. I've already said as much officially. Though, this new information about vagrants from the city is concerning. Okay, we want to help Silver, so probably better safe than sorry. You got a point with Brendan, and your wit increased to 4. Oh, you agree with me, dude? Phew, I was worrying over nothing. You beat me in the tryouts, Red. You should know that with your strength, there's nothing to fear. Well, that's my opinion. Take it or leave it. What do you think, Ethan? Man, I don't think I can answer that unbiasedly. Now I'm just thinking about what you said. If I agree, then I'm just agreeing with you, and if I don't, then I'm purposely disagreeing with you. Ah, I getcha. I'll let you answer first next time then. Of course. Cool. I'm going to bed though. Good night, guys. Good night, Ethan. Good night, gentlemen. Sleep well. Okay, we're going to text Blue. Look at that! Look at 24 out of 25! Look. You want to text Blue? Yes, text Blue. Just that I text. How are you doing? What the hell's your problem? I was in the middle of training. You're probably gonna beg me for tips, huh? Tough. I'll block this number. Problem. And we got a point with Blue. We spent some time texting Blue before drifting off to sleep. Let's take a look at the social right here. No. Oh, yeah, look! My relationship with Blue is up to level 3. That's awesome. So far, so good. And we're moving on to Friday. I'm going to play it in this video too. Moving on to Homeroom after taking a sip of water. Tap water. I tell you, these meteorite fragments are truly something. There appears to be biological residue embedded within the very stone. My new assistant is an utter godsend, I tell you. With her experience, we could be moments I say, from discovering the Kobukanian equivalent of wishing stars. But I suppose that won't be on the test, so your interest being limited is understandable, if disheartening. Very well, you're dismissed. Man, I kinda need to get to my next elective, but I can't just leave Oak looking so morose up there. Besides, maybe I could learn something. Okay, in front of other students we want to be professional. Approach Professor Oak as a student. Your knowledge increased to 2. Professor Oak, would you mind sharing some of your current research with me? It sounds pretty nifty. You're asking me, lad? Of course, you're the world-famous Professor Oak. If you say you're about to discover something exciting, then, as a future champion, I want to be one of the first to know about it. Well, lad, I'd be more than happy to tell you. You see, Red, the genetic material I've discovered in these meteorite fragments appears to be in a constant state of flux. It's, why, adapting to its environs. Whoa. Whoa's quite right. When I prod it with my forceps, it hardens. When I heat it up, it develops holes for ventilation. I've attempted chilling it, and it's actually started vibrating at higher frequencies, generating heat. What the hell could that be? I don't know any Pokémon like that. Oh, don't you? Well, I can't really think of one. What if I were to tell you that you've had an intimate experience with one already? I'd say you should watch your phrasing. Do you mean Absol? Not quite. Your rival's Pokémon? Oh, right, Eevee. It's got an extremely unstable genetic makeup, right? Yes, that's correct. The slightest external stimuli is capable of triggering a massive change in Eevee. No wonder it has so many evolutions. My favorite evolutions are Vaporeon and Espeon. Espeon is my number 1. So what, the meteorite has bits of a space Eevee in it? No, certainly not. Eevee is definitely of terrestrial origin. But the genetic material from this meteorite, which I must assume comes from an unknown Pokémon, demonstrates an adaptability quite similar to Eevee's. I suspect it would be quite a bit more powerful if we were to find the whole original Pokémon, but since the genetic material is embedded into rock, it doesn't seem likely that the original Pokémon was alive, even before it blew through the atmosphere and crashed into the planet. Essentially, the material might not even be fragments of something larger, and may just be microscopic Pokémon outright. Whoa, there could be Pokémon too small to see? The distinction between a germ, a virus, a bacteria... that should be bacterium. Bacteria is plural, and a microscopic Pokémon would be a hard one to define, perhaps the work of a biologist. Right, as opposed to you, who are a Pokéhomo-psychosociologist. Yeesh. Yes, there's a reason most people just call me the Pokémon Professor. Oh dear, you should probably get to your next elective soon, shouldn't you? That's your first elective, since this is after morning homeroom. Hey, you remember something about someone else's schedule? Well, I am attempting to get better at that, after you pointed out it was a weakness of mine 11 years ago. Who said an old Mabostiff can't learn new moves? I've never heard of Mabostiff. So, we're going to get our proficiencies up. I'm going to go to flying class. Flying class is over, so if Titanium levels up, then he'll be at the same level as Lightning. And that's pretty much it, expect the most official battles you'll participate in will have some combination of the item, species, and sleep clauses. It's also pretty common in other regions to ban evasion strategies, but it's a bit less common here. Largely because Kobukan puts a lot more emphasis on non-single battles. Still, make sure you've got a team that can withstand any rules set they throw at you. That concludes the lecture. Of course. Alder, do you have a partner for Red Rose? Whoa! Did I step into Bizarro World? Bruno's doing Alder's job! I reckon I do. Miss Birch, if you please? Oh, cool. We're fighting May. Hey, May? Ready to battle? Absolutely! But I hope you like cold dishes because that's what I'm serving. As opposed to your hot Torchic, cold dishes? What, like sherbet or revenge? Yeah, you defeated my boyfriend the night before, so I'm ready to take you down for that. Prepare yourself for a loving girlfriend's fury. No, seriously, who says that? Okay, Red versus May. We're fighting May in gym class for the first time. So, start with Sand Attack. Both her Pokemon are level 9, and, Quick Attack. Dark types are weak to Bug type moves. Oh, how I became disabled, that sucks, holy shit. Torchic Speed Rose, that sucks. Alright, use Sand Attack again. Alright. Try Pursuit. Ah, got rid of that Torchic. Great. Alright, Titanium's at level 12. Oh, Air Cutter! That's much better than Peck. Forget that one. Titanium forgot Peck and learned Air Cutter. So that takes out multiple Pokemon at once. I mean, that damages them. So check out Air Cutter. Now, use Scratch on Heracross if you can. No, no need! Thank you, Titanium. Thank you, you're awesome. Love you, boy. I defeated May. How awesome is that? I couldn't even defeat not even Brendan's girlfriend could defeat me. Oh, boo. I really thought I could do that one with my new Heracross. A bug and fighting type. That was some good battling, you two. Instructor Alder, can I ask you a question? Of course, that's what I'm here for. I really, really want a Volcarona, ever since the first day you brought yours out in class. Oh, you want her? Really? Nah, sorry, just kidding. See, even instructors have a sense of humor. Oh, that makes more sense. Okay, I just wanted to know if you know where I could get one. Well, this particular one came from an egg my first Volcarona laid. You'll definitely want to get a Larvesta. No offense, but I don't think anybody, save a champion, should try to wrangle Volcarona without a lot of trust built up, and the best way to do that is to raise it from an egg. Okay. And this Larvesta, I'm guessing, is Volcarona's pre-evolution? Right. So where could I get a Larvesta egg? Tell you what, Spring Day's tomorrow, and that means the big Kobukan egg hunt is happening. I'll let you know that there'll be a Larvesta egg somewhere out there. Really? Yep, and you know it's a Larvesta egg because it's very warm, and much bigger than the others. In fact, ancient Univans used to keep Larvesta eggs in their houses to warm them. Thanks, sir! Well, if I'm giving out hints, would you like any? Yeah, how can I tell what's in the eggs? Oh, there's lots of different ways. Textures, weight, size, patterns. If you keep an eye on the egg's details, you should be able to figure out the Pokémon, or at least its type, pretty easily. Thanks for the advice, sir. I'll take it to heart. That'll be all for today. Enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, lunchtime. I got my sticky note right here, and I'm going to focus on Ice with Mama Melanie and Dark with my classmates. Gym class would probably be a lot easier and useful if Lightning would go into his Pokeball so I could bring him into school when class is in session. Since apparently the battle team doesn't need to worry about curfew on Fridays, I wonder if they could make more exceptions, like letting me bring Lightning with me to class. Okay, so Professor Cherry's teaching the Poison type. I don't want that, but there's Silver. We're going to study with him. You chose the Quiet Table? Yes, go to the Quiet Table and study with Silver. What? I didn't hear that right? Study Dark types. Silver seems baffled you're going to him for study help, but walks you through the material anyway. He's a surprisingly patient teacher. Patient indeed. Your Dark proficiency increased to 11.5. Your Dark-type Pokemon can now reach level 11. And now I'm going to Ice class. Okay, it's evening, so we're back with Old Man Oak, or Professor Oak, in Homeroom. Well, that about finishes it. Have a good Friday, everyone, and have fun with the Spring Day celebrations tomorrow. Remember, if you get any eggs in the egg hunt, make absolutely sure to bring them to the research lab for incubation. The eggs can handle being outside of the duration of the egg hunt, but after that they should be kept warm again. Well, that about finishes things up. Dismissed. Alright, I've got a bit of free time before the battle team's first meeting. I should use this time to prepare. Yeah, so I'm going to put Lightning up here somewhere. Alright. And we're going to use this time to study in the Academy's library. Now, which type should I focus on? Dark, of course. It looks like Silver's in the library right now. Should I study with him? Of course, bond with him! I figured he would be in the library again. You spent some time studying Dark-type Pokemon with Silver. Your Dark proficiency increased to 12. Your Dark-type Pokemon can now reach level 12. Awesome. And that means we're going into the Battle Hall for the Battle Team meeting. As soon as night falls, you make your way to the Battle Hall. While on the grounds, a security team member notices you, looks at a digital pad in his hand, and nods, letting you through. Actually, I'm going to put him somewhere here, since the dark types... the Pokemon gain more experience points the lower they are. Walking into the battle hall, you see a few faces you recognize out of about a dozen people. In fact, you see everyone you battled during the tryouts. Whoa, everyone I battled got in? I guess I already knew 4 of them did, but still. And who's this? Hi there. Hello. My name is B. What's yours? It's Red, from Peloton and Kanto. You? Stownside and Galar. It's a pleasure to meet you. Are you sure? What do you mean? I don't want to assume, but you're kinda... stony-faced? That's a ballpark. Apologies, due to my extensive physical training, my body and face barely have any involuntary movements. Oh yeah? How's that work? Essentially, I have absolute control over every physical aspect of my being. I do not flinch, I do not recoil, I do not stumble. Consequently, I also do not emote. You just emoted right now. Wait a minute, you just looked sad there. You must be imagining things. No, you're totally sweating now. Look, she has a skin-tight outfit, you can see her navel. Damn it! Whoa, what? I thought I'd gotten to the point where I had entirely discarded my involuntary reflexes. Wait, you want this? You better take responsibility for making me lose my 2-week streak. You went 2 weeks without showing emotions? I will accept no excuses. Whenever your schedule is unoccupied, meet me in the gym. You'll assist in my training. I don't get what you... Oh. Janine's here. Huh? Dusk, are you smoking? Line up. Her name is Dawn, not Dusk. And there's that awesome remix of Fuchsia City. I love this theme. Alright, listen up. 2001. The battle team got 47 members through QQ1, 23 through QQ2, 5 through QQ3, and 0 through QQ4. Despite being eliminated during the third quarter clash, the previous team captain appointed me the next year's captain. 2002. The battle team under my command got through the third quarter clash with 5 members out of 62. Again, no one got through QQ4 into the national tournament. This time, I was eliminated in the 4th round. Regrettably, I'd removed 5 of my own teammates across the entire year. Not a mistake I intend to repeat. 2003. Last year. The team was much smaller, only 38 members. For the 3rd year in a row, we got 5 members through Quarter Clash 3. I didn't participate that year because I didn't want to eliminate any of my teammates. Unfortunately, 4 of the team members who got through Quarter Clash 3 were eliminated in Quarter Clash 4, and 1 was disqualified. No words, Sonia. That brings us to 2004. I've tried something completely different this year. If you were thinking the tryouts were rigged, grab a cookie. I wasn't trying to put everyone on equal footing. I was trying to see how you handled adversity. I can sense Blue grabbing a cookie. I'm serious about the cookies, by the way. There's a plate on the table over there. Sweet! My boy Ethan. Oh, how delightful! Hey, I thought the battle team was meant to be super intense and hardcore, but you're baking cookies for us? If I'm going to push you harder than you've ever been pushed before, I'm going to start off gently. Besides, I didn't make them. Instructor Bertha did. Of course, Bertha. Alright, that's enough time. Get back in line. So, as I said, trying something different. In previous years, I pretty much followed Lance's advice to a T, but we've failed to put any of our own in the national tournament, the biggest Kobukan event, for 4 years. If we fail again this year, this will be the longest Kobukan Academy has ever gone without placing a current student in the national tournament. Kobukan deserves better than that. Besides, there's no notable alumni who've declared that they'll be launching a Kobukan League challenge this year. It's up to us. If necessary, I will launch my own bid for the national tournament this year. I'm certain I could have made it last year. I just chose not to. Ha! You don't need to worry about me, Johnny. I'll sweep the national tournament so hard they'll put me in the history books. Johnny? Wow. Call me that again and I swear to God, the only thing you'll be sweeping is this arena. In case I do have to launch my own campaign, In case I'm not sure any of you can make it, I've kept the battle team very small. Hopefully, we won't get matched up against each other until the end of the year. Though, even if you are eliminated from the national championship, you can still participate in intra-school tournaments and experience the battle team's intense training. Now, any questions? How do you pick the battle team members? How did you pick the battle team members? I looked for what was lacking in previous years. The last few years' battle teams have just been the most powerful students. It seemed obvious that I should pick those, right? Lance thought so. But raw power hasn't been working out, so my dad had a point after all. I don't know, but this is the last year I've got to figure it out, because no matter what, we're placing in the national tournament this year. Look, I'll be straight with you. I've been watching all of you, and your gym classes, in the fields. The tryouts were a formality. There's only a couple of you who surprised me in the tryouts. I pretty much knew how they were going to go down. What?! Only a couple of you have enough Pokémon to mount multiple different strategies. If you're both using a known strategy, it's pretty easy to just run the calcs before the tryout. Which I did. Well, would it be alright if I asked what I demonstrated that you thought would be a worthy addition to the team? Why, I thought I did rather abominably. I was all but ready to pack my luggage and head home. You lost a red. Erica, how much did you spend to prepare your team for this battle tryout? Oh? Well, discussing matters of monetary concern in public is rather vulgar, no? Deal. Well, just over 400,000. Holy shit, Erica! You're rich as hell! Right. And how much would you have been willing to spend if you could guarantee victory? Well, I think it would be irresponsible to spend any more than 5 million on a single series of battles, yes? 5 million? She'd have been willing to spend 5 million on the tryouts? Holy shit, that's a lot. That's a lot for me. That's a lot! Yeah, so that's why. The battle team is pretty well funded, but never having to worry about the cost of TMs, training items, field trips. That's a very calculable advantage. Oh, so I'm a member of the battle team because I can afford to be then. No, my dad recommended you to me specifically. He said that your knowledge of high-level competitive Pokémon theory is the best of any of his students. Besides, your Pokémon were some of the highest leveled before the Equalizer. You've got a lot going for you. It seems I failed to put into practice though. Yeah, but that's what the battle team's training will do. It'll crush your mistakes. Very well, I'll do my best not to disappoint. Well, what about me? You say you've been watching us. If you've really been watching me, then I don't get why the hell you want me in this school, never mind on the battle team. You're fearless. When you talk back to Lance during the exhibition match, that's what I want to see more of. A lot of people lose because they think they can't beat their foe. I get the feeling you think you can't win, but you're going to fight anyway. That's not fearlessness. I just don't have anything to lose. Then you win. Then what about... Okay, that's enough. I'm not going to go through each of you one-on-one and tell you why I think you have a shot at the national championships. Thank you, Janine. You should all be smart enough to figure it out amongst each other, or just trade the letters I wrote you. Whatever. Thanks, Janine. Yeah, whatever. It's getting late. Let's talk strategy for the first quarter clash, which starts on May 5th. What? That's just 12 days from now! Calm down. No battle team member has ever been eliminated in the first quarter clash. You're up against the entire general population of Kobukan, including hobbyists and people who only keep Pokemon as pets. That's pretty easy. The strategy here is just about how to stagger our sign-ups, so it's least likely that any of us get matched up against each other. Previous years have figured out that if we sign up exactly 31 minutes after one another, we're 44% less likely to end up in battles against each other in the third quarter clash. Oh, so the battles for quarter clash 1 are going to be really easy? Let me put it this way. In 2002, I battled against, in total, 3 Bidoof in quarter clash 1, and that was against 3 different trainers, yes. Oh, well, I could probably handle that. You've got a Mega Altaria, and that's just one of your Pokemon, stop forgetting. Sorry. Oh boy, this is going to be a year. When the team was just a few dozen meatheads, everyone blended together, but this year, everyone's idiosyncrasies are really going to stand out. We should probably do some team building exercises, just so that our personalities don't cause too many problems later on down the line. Hey, why are you all looking at me? Because you're an asshole, Blue, that's why. And we're fading. After doing some cringe-inducing icebreakers, you begin some intense training that culminates in your doing push-ups with lightning on your back. Apparently this builds the bond between Pokémon and trainer. Ha! 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 That's 99, ma'am! I'm not a ma'am, and if you've got enough breath left to speak, you have enough breath to do another 20! Yes! Clubopus, use bulk up! I need more weight! More? I can barely breathe! He has a Pichu on his back. Pichu weigh 4.4 pounds. That's about the weight of a pair of boots. Your Pokemon all benefit greatly from the experience. And my Pokemon gained experience points. Howlite leveled up to 12. Okay. And Boxer grew to level 12. And she's going to learn Swagger, so forget Sand Attack. Boxer forgot Sand Attack and learned Swagger. And Jasper leveled up to 12, so she learns a new move as well. Forget Harden. Jasper forgot Harden and learned Disable. Janine announces the battle team will hold a mandatory meeting Monday night, then sends you all back to your dorms, battered, sore, and satisfied. Dude, is it kinda weird to say that I'm starting to like the pain? Nah, Janine has that effect on me too. And we're moving on to Saturday. Just like that. Without texting anyone. Or maybe Red did text someone off screen. Okay, I'm going to stop right here, so thank you my healers for joining me on this adventure. Feel free to give this video a like, and I'll see you in the next one. And don't get on my bitter side.